It was my very first night that I spent in Cambodia. I arrived in Siem Reap, and the next morning I was so anxious to get out to the market and sample some of their tropical fruit. And I'm looking at the fruit, and all of a sudden I feel a tap on my leg. And I'm a father, I know that that's usually a child trying to get your attention. And when I looked down, I was shocked to see a full-grown hulk of a man, but he had no legs. His stumps of his legs, thighs were right on the ground. And he was actually touching me with his hat, because he didn't want to actually touch me with his hand. It would be rude. And of course he was asking for a donation. So I opened up my wallet and I gave him $1. And at that time there was so many other people that saw that I was giving someone money. That was like something I can't really describe, other than to say that about a half a dozen or more disabled people just started almost charging me. People with no arms, no legs, blind. And it really broke my heart to see people without even a wheelchair just walking on with their hands on the ground. I didn't know what to do other than help them temporarily with their money for some food.
Landmine victims are part of the aftermath of the Vietnam War and the Pol Pot regime. There are millions of landmines still in the ground, resulting in unimaginable agony for poor farmers and villagers. Most anti-personnel mines were designed to sever limbs and severely maim, because that does more long-term economic damage to families and regions than quickly ending a life.
I described Cambodia, my first 3 days of my jaw just being wide open. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Landmines kill and maim 15,000 to 20,000 people every year. An estimated 110 million landmines are in the ground in 58 countries right now. That's one unexploded mine for every 70 people living today. The UN estimates it will take 1,100 years to remove all the landmines in the world with current demining technology.
Because I'm a member of an association that helps landmine victims, survivors, we're invited to landmine clearance operations. And so we're able to go out there and see how it's done.
Excavating equipment has been converted in attempts to aid demining efforts, but they are limited in the regions they can access and cost prohibitive to transport, operate, and repair. Companies that try to adapt existing machinery for the task typically don't last long, because their machinery is so expensive to manufacture and operate.
There's nothing specifically designed for getting rid of mines up until now.
After years of collaboration, constructing, and testing, inventor Gary Christ has produced Demining Rover PE-1. It is an assembly of pneumatic hammers exerting 10 times the force of a human footstep on landmines, ensuring that all mines are detonated. Unlike the massive demining machines presently used, the Rover can move between trees, roll under branches, move through thick vegetation, sand, wet ground, and more. Its unique steering system enables it to maneuver with much less energy than conventional machines. The Rover is the first battery-powered electric vehicle designed for minefields. Plus, Gary intentionally designed the Rover to be easy and cost-effective to replace parts damaged during operation, which is a certainty when operating among landmines.
The people that I see in Cambodia were okay before. They were surviving, they had families, but now they're disabled, they're beggars. And I want to help.
For Gary Christ, demining Cambodia is only the beginning.